Hey everyone, it's the Scar43. I'm going to give you 5 reasons I think the Nintendo Switch is going to fail. Reason number 1, the price of peripherals outside the system. You can buy a new Joy-Con controller which comes with both parts for $80, but if you want to do in 2 separate purchases, you have to buy each piece of the Joy-Con controller for $50. Then if you want the controller to charge itself, you'd have to spend another $30 just for the charge and dock. And then on top of that, if you want to, bring the Joy-Con or the Switch into another room of your house and hook up to a different TV with another port, that port's going to cost you $70. Shit. Reason number 2, launch games. Compared to its competitors when those consoles were launched, Nintendo Switch has probably got half of what those competitors had, let alone half of new ideas / IPs coming to the console. When the Xbox One launched, each of those consoles had 20 brand new games or up versions of the previous console's game, let alone the new experiences came 6 months later, all new ideas / IPs or the sequels to previous games that have already come out. Then that brings me to third-party support. Sure, during the conference, Nintendo had the major brands like EA, Activision, Bethesda out on stage, but what they were bringing to the table wasn't probably what people were expecting. Bethesda's bringing Skyrim. We've seen that done like so many times over. EA only brought FIFA. Activision, I don't know if they even came on stage, I can't remember, but they're only bringing Skylanders. Like, where are the meaty games that sell millions of copies? Why are they not coming to the Switch? There was nothing from Madden. There was nothing from Battlefield. With Bethesda, we have nothing on Fallout. We're still pretty much uncertain what kind of Skyrim we're getting. And third, with Activision, there's no Call of Duty, there's Destiny, none of their major titles coming to the console. There's no titles that make me want to go out, play the system when I'm not playing their first party titles. Number 3 comes in online support. Compared to its competitors, Nintendo Switch is still behind the pack in the whole online thing. Sure, at the bat, online's going to be free. Come fall, you're going to start paying for it. If you don't pay for it, there's going to be certain features you can't even get unless you pay for it. First feature, online, talking to your friends, can't talk to them or play games with them if you don't have online. Reason number 2, can't also play online. Reason number 3, you get a free game just like the other things, but different than the other companies. You only get that for the whole month. Then you don't own it anymore unless you buy it. Reason number 4, like if you don't pay for the services, you're not going to be able to talk to your friends. You're not going to be able to play online. You're not going to get access to their one game that they're only going to give you for the month. And you're not going to get all those discounts or sales unless you're a subscriber from what it seems like what they have on their website. The only thing you can do if you don't pay for the online service is you can go to the eShop, you can set parental guidelines if you have a child, you can manage your friends, and that's pretty much it. Reason number 4. Unlike its competitors, Sony, Microsoft, yet again, Nintendo has no, inside scoop if they're going to have some sort of achievement system. I may not care 100% about achievements, but when I see one of those things pop up on the screen as I'm playing a game, it knows I accomplished something. Then I can go into my profile and compare it either to my friends, I can compare it to, online players. It'll tell me, how rare or common a certain achievement is in the game. And, without that, there's no draw to keep on playing something. If, only once you beat it, you can just throw it to the side unless you're that sort of person who just loves to play the same thing over and over again. Also, without that, there's no incentive to go back and play something to possibly get a different title or ending, based upon your choices. If, it doesn't really matter, and who cares unless you tell your friends what ending you got if you're not, getting an achievement, getting a reason to just go back, play the game, maybe on hard difficulty. There's just nothing. Reason number 5, and my last reason that I think will be important to the actual overall success early on in Nintendo Switch's lifetime. Nintendo Switch is coming out in a time where there's major titles also coming out around it, where people are going to have to make those tough decisions if I'm going to buy those titles or spend my money on buying a console and another game. I mean, there may be also those people that don't see too much at the beginning and are going to hold out, and not initially purchase the system right off the bat. Me personally, I'm almost like going to hold out until the holiday season to see more of the future of what is to come to the console itself, let alone to see what other first parties and other things get announced, after E3 and all those conferences happen. These are the 5 reasons why I think the longevity and early on success of the Nintendo Switch most likely could doom the system and end up with the same result as a Wii U. Let me know what you think about the Nintendo Switch down in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.